Hi, welcome back to another edition of the Gargoyles Den Diecast. I'm Gargoyle, of course, and today we're here for SuperVan Sunday. And as you can see, and I will say this is going to be a shorter video. I know I always say that, right? I always say it's going to be, I'm going to make it under a half hour or under 15 minutes. I never seem to make it as short as it needs to be. But we got the advantage because this van is already halfway done. Some of you guys may remember in a few videos back that I had started this van as well as another van at the same time, and this one did not come out the way I wanted it. I was not happy with it. We had done wolves and stuff on it, but that's all it was wolves, So I came up with a couple different pictures for it, and we're going to try to make those work today. Show you the decals I came up with. And I'm basically doing, the 70s style boogie van where you have van paint one color and kind of have a picture of some sort on the side, a mural picture, kind of shadowed in or cloud ghosted in, so to speak. So I'll have to do whatever color the van is around the outside edges to make it kind of blend in. And then I'll do one of them on each side, and yeah, it should look good. But yeah, my wife asked me to do this for uh, the Native American heritage build that she wanted to do. So she helped me pick out the decals and stuff. And yeah. So I'm going to get this done for her. And like I said, it should be a shorter video because, as always, I'm trying to make them shorter so we'll get more views. But like I said, this one's already halfway done. It's already stripped. It's ready to go. All you do is prime paint it, put the decals on, some gloss, and put her together. Oh, and glue the wheels on, which, that won't take long at all. Matter of fact, I might as well just go ahead and get that ready. And I just, boom, tape it on. And this is really handy sometimes, especially if you got a base that doesn't want to stay and it's kind of wobbly. So just throw a piece of painter's tape on it. See, now all we gotta do. Oh, man, that was difficult, wasn't it? There we are. That's all it is. And then what I've started doing lately, you don't have to do this. A lot of people will just use the super glue, which works, especially if you've got the metal like this. Oops. On both sides for it to help attach to. But, I'll be honest, I think, oh no, it's long enough. Alright. See, I might have to do a custom axle on that one, but no, it's long enough. Okay. But I like to use JB Weld, the quick weld, on this because to me it adheres to the metal better than the actual glue does. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then as you can see, I've already gauzied the windshield. So yeah, once we glue that in, do the paint and decal, it's ready to go back together and we're done. So I'm off to paint. I'll be back shortly to show you what I came up with. Okay, so here I am over at the paint booth. Wife heard me saying that I was going to go paint it and just come back after I do the decals and everything and show you. And she's like, I like the part where you show the painting. And I haven't shown it in a while. And this is supposed to be a shorter video. So technically I have the time, right? So hopefully this is still a shorter video after all this. But yeah, I'm going to show the painting this time. This particular one, I'm out of my Tamiya primer. Won't be here till Tuesday, so I'm using Duplicolor automotive primer, which is just fine because, yeah, it's automotive grade. It'll work just fine. Good old rattle can sound. Yeah, that was a minute. Sure it was. Get us some ventilation going here. Put a mask on. And here we're going to stick it in the flour dehydrator. It's a cheap version of a food dehydrator. If you're on a budget, I suggest getting one of these. It works well for what it is. Here we go. And we'll stick that in for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, I'm back. And as always, yes, I could edit that whole mistake out. Not even tell you guys about it, but told you I want you guys to learn from my mistakes as well. So I went and I reprinted the decals. They're actually on white inkjet paper this time. So yeah, let's try this again. Right. Like I said, the water, not using Microsoft because it is a darker color and tends to cause issues. There. And I like to use a Q-tip. I really like these pointed tip ones. They're really good, especially if you're trying to get detail around something. Let's move this down just a hair. I don't know if we can. We might have to lift. Oh, there it goes. I want to make sure that edge is just down below that. There we go. Something like that. Now I'd like to put my thumb on it and then just smooth out the middle. And then just work your way. Alright, so see if we do this at enough of an angle that you can see. It's kind of hard to. There you go. Maybe that way. A little better. But yeah, you can tell it's pretty well flat. Now, once I do the other side, then I'll come back over and we'll do the light brushing over the top of it to really set it in, make it look like it's painted on. And then after that, I'll have to do the shadow effect and gloss. And then once we shadow it and gloss it, we'll be done. Yeah, doing this build was kind of hard as far as picking out something that was going to represent the Native American heritage. Because the wife, she didn't want anything that had bows and arrows or anything that showed a hunting scene. But then when I showed her this scene with the chief, she was okay with that because it wasn't actually hunting. I'm like, okay, well, we'll go with that then. Because, yeah, I was thinking, vans I'd seen back in the day, had like a hunting scene where they're hunting buffalo, or I was always thought that was kind of cool, but she was worried about it for some reason. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's check the other side, make sure I didn't mess it up with my big hammocks. Looks good. An extra water up there. One little spot right there. Alright. Okay, let's do our microsol. This is the one that I was talking about. We're going to do it somewhat sparingly because it is on a dark color, but yeah, you still, if you really want to melt it in, make it look like it's painted on, this is what you use. A little bit of microsol. And the thing with this is, if I use it sparingly like I'm doing, when I go to do the shadowing around here to blend this in, it'll cover up any streaking that might do. So we'll be okay. Okay. Let it sit there for a little bit so it can kind of soak in. Might do one more little light brush on both sides is doing it, but if you do that, you gotta be really careful because, yeah, you can mess up your decal by touching it after you've put this on it, because it'll soften it up to the point where it's almost like it's paint at that point, you know. Yeah, see, like here, yeah, that's curling up. We don't want that. Here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it sit on there and kind of melt that a little bit. And then I am going to put it in the dehydrator. That's exactly why I bought the dehydrator. It's a great time saver. Once it's all dehydrated and I make sure all the water is out from underneath it, then it'll be ready for the gloss coats. Put it back in the dehydrator again for 10-15 minutes. And the gloss will be dry. It's that automotive gloss. It dries really quick. And at that point, we'll be ready for our reveal. So yeah, this will be done tonight. It's 5 p.m. on Sunday right now, SuperVan Sunday. So yeah, this will be posted probably by, I don't know, I'm guessing 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll have this video up. And then, and only then, I can get started on the next truck for the Outlaw Speed Shop Truck Invitational, which is on the 1st. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go see my last video. It is the video of the stage fright, and the video before that is of the joking around. This started out as being the one that I was doing for Outlaw Speed Shop for the Custom Truck Invitational. But then I did this one. And this is pretty damn sharp too. So I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a third one, which is this T2. I've already got an idea for it and everything. I'm going to do it. And when I put this video out, I'm asking everybody that watches to vote 1, 2, or 3 on the video. And then whichever one has the most votes when I look at the video before the 1st, I'll probably do it like the 29th or the 30th. I'll tally it up and see which one's got the most votes, and that's the one that I'm going to send Keith pictures of. So we'll see what you guys say. You guys are making the decision. Alright, so back to this one. We're going to take, as you can see, it looks pretty good. Everything's staying stuck down. It's not peeling up or anything. The side stayed stuck down. Now see? Look at this. Yeah, you guys can see it right there. You can see how it's bubbled up down here at the bottom. That is what we do not want. So yeah. Try to smooth that back down. Smooth it out a little bit. There we go. There's one of the things with decals, you just gotta take your time and be patient. If you don't have patience, decals are not for you. Trust me, it's teaching me a lot of patience. And there, that looks much better. We got all those little bubbles out of that bottom. It's always good to wipe any of the excess off so you can see, because otherwise if you don't, you can't always tell if there's a bubble there or not. You don't want to find out later if there was just because you were in a hurry. Took a couple extra seconds to look to find it. Yeah, I'm thinking this looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and toss this in the dehydrator. After that, I will be glossing it, and then we will come back for a reveal. See you in a bit. And we have it finally said and done. Here's what I came up with. Hope you guys like it. Hope the wife likes it, more importantly, because, you know, happy wife, happy life. And unhappy wife, unhappy life. So keep that in mind for you guys that are newly married or anything. Yeah, you learn this after a while. 20, 25 years, yeah, we kind of learn it. Anyway, this one's in the books, all set and done. It is now time to get on to the T2. So I hope you guys all like this. If so, like and subscribe, and by all means, as always, share with others. Until next time, that's all, folks. Bye now.